First one up is veterans with disabilities can get a free driver's license. Might look something like this. It's pretty cool. Got veteran and Marine Corps at the bottom. So a Texas driver's license or ID card may be provided for free to a veteran if you meet all 4 requirements. So every one of these benefits, kind of like your current claim that you're underrated for, different requirements for medical evidence and stuff. So this one, you need to be honorably discharged. That means honorable discharge or general under honorable conditions. General under honorable conditions is an honorable discharge. You must have a service-related disability of at least 60%. So you got to have a 60% rating to get this one. And then you need to receive compensation because of the disability. They go hand in hand. Not really sure why they worded it like this, but whatever. All good. It's a requirement. Got my 60 and I'm getting paid. And here's proof. And then the last piece here is not subject to sex offender registration requirements. So if you fall in that category, I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, you won't qualify. Free hunting and fishing license for disabled veterans in Texas. All right, this is from the Texas Parks and Wildlife Service. And each year, Texas disabled veterans with an honorable discharge and a 50% or higher VA disability rating, or who have lost a foot or leg as a result of service, can get the free super combo hunting and fishing license. So a little bit different benefit here, right? 50% or higher. The other one was 60 for the driver's license. But then they know how hard it is to fight the VA. So they said if you lost a foot or a leg, we'll still hook you up with one of these. So that's pretty cool. If you're interested in learning more about the VA claims process or how I look at it, check out combatcraig.com. Also, you need medical evidence to win a medical battle, also at combatcraig.com. And we have a relatively new program for BDD claims, benefits delivery at discharge. That's the best place to get yourself set up to make sure your benefits are dialed in while you're still on active duty. So a little different than boot camp. Go to combatcraig.com. URL is right here for all 3 of those programs. Texas State Veterans Homes. Do you have veterans homes in your state? I know we got some here. The following cities, there's 9 of them: Amarillo, Big Spring, Bonham, El Paso, Floresville, Houston, McAllen, Temple, and Tyler. Links are in the description for everything that I'm talking about here. This whole thing's going to be in the description. So if you want to look into one or more of these things, just click the link in the description. It'll take you right over to their website. So the VA subsidizes the majority of the veterans stay at Texas State Veterans Home. But it's the majority, right? Every veteran's different. Your disability's different. Your income situation's different. So the average daily out-of-pocket costs are well below average, but that's not to say that you're not going to pay something. So keep that in mind about these guys. And again, call up the home that you're interested in and check them out, see what they got going on and what they're going to charge you. Depending on availability, residents can choose between a spacious, private, or semi-private room. So that's veterans homes. There's 9 of them in the good state of Texas. Great state of Texas, the Lone Star State. Got a couple of resources for you. First one is the Texas Veterans Commission. I have a link below. They do pretty much everything. They help you with veterans benefits programs, VA claims assistance. Again, these are accredited agents versus not accredited agents. But no matter who you have, whether it's a lawyer or it's OJ's attorney or whatever, you need to understand your disability and you need to understand the law the best you can. If you need medical evidence like a nexus or documenting your symptoms properly, go to our website, combatcraig.com, and it says medteam/nexus letters. Click on that link, fill out the form, boom, you're done. So Texas Veterans Commission is a good resource. I got a link to their website in here. TexVet is another good resource, and I have a link to them as well. And TexVet, it looks like TexVet. Guess my copy and paste skills kind of weren't so hot this morning. So they maintain a veteran resource database that is updated regularly, and it's audited once a year. So that's nice. Somebody comes in and audits their database and makes sure they got everything on the up and up. That's cool. Let me know if you've dealt with TexVet or the Texas Veterans Commission before. Leave a comment below. Does Texas offer a veterans property tax exemption? Yes, of course they do, because they're Texas and they're awesome. So you get it at between 10% and 90%, and you get anywhere from $5,000 to $12,000, and the reduction is assessed on the value of your home. Texas is one of 16 states that exempts 100% disabled veterans from paying property taxes altogether. That's awesome that Texas does this. Idaho has a version of this, and Montana has a version of this. And my house is cheap, so I fall into it. I don't pay taxes either, but just straight up across the board. You're 100%. You're on the Hundo Club. Nothing for you. So a Texas veteran who's a 100% scheduler, right? That's the hard way. We call it the hard way because you have to fight through the combined ratings table, VA math, and get up to 100 that way. Usually if you use normal math to calculate up all your disabilities, you're going to be at least 190 or something like that. And, a lot of guys go way over that, 400, but there's only 100%. There's no 400%. 100% individual unemployment VA rating, that's TDIU. It's the same thing. If you have TDIU, you're 100%. You're just TDIU. And then 100% permanent and total is another one. That's what I am. So there's different versions of these 100% ratings. There's also a temporary rating that only lasts for 4 months because the VA yanked it back from a year down to 4 months. But these three are all good, and these qualify, and boom, exempt from paying property taxes on their primary resident. So you got to live there, obviously. We have a relatively new program for BDD claims, benefits delivery at discharge. That's the best place to get yourself set up to make sure your benefits are dialed in while you're still on active duty. Here's the way they calculate it. 10% to 29. $5,000 from the property value. 30 to 49, $7,500. 50 to 69, $10,000. 70 to 90, $12,000. 100%, no property taxes, no limits. Yeehaw! The surviving spouse is also eligible. This is very similar to these requirements are very similar to Idaho. This isn't a do it once and forget it. You have to show up between January 1st and April 30th. I did that here in 2021. You go down to your county assessor. Some states and counties are a little bit different. I'm sure Texas isn't a clown show state, so I'm sure they're probably pretty straight up about it. But go to your county assessor and find out exactly what they need. They're going to need a specific piece of paper, and they need it every year. If you're interested in learning more about the VA claims process or how I look at it, check out combatcraig.com. Also, you need medical evidence to win a medical battle, also at combatcraig.com. And we have a relatively new program for BDD claims, benefits delivery at discharge. That's the best place to get yourself set up to make sure your benefits are dialed in while you're still on active duty. So a little different than boot camp. Go to combatcraig.com. URL is right here for all three of those programs.